11.2 areas of circles and sectors. And our goal is to find the areas of circles and sectors. Let's start with the area of a circle. Our equation is area is equal to pi r squared, where r is the radius of the circle. Let's now find the indicated measure, which is the area of the circle. So from the last slide, we know that area is equal to pi r squared. It tells us here that our radius of this circle is 2.5. So pi times, instead of r, I can now replace that with 2.5, and I'm going to square that number. If I wanted an exact answer, I would just square 2.5, which is 6.25 times pi. That would be an exact answer. An approximate answer would be plugging that into my calculator, and it's approximately 19.63. For this next problem, we actually want to find the diameter. So we are given the area, we need to find the diameter. So we know that area is equal to pi r squared. Well, our equation does not have diameter in it, but if we find the radius, we can then find our diameter. So let's plug in what we know. We know that the area is 113.1. So 113.1 is equal to pi times r squared. R squared is just being multiplied by pi here. Remember, pi is just a number. So if I divide 113.1 by pi, I then get r squared. So that is approximately 36. And to find r, I then do the square root. So the diameter is approximately, the radius is approximately 6. And remember, to find the diameter is just 2 times r. So our diameter then would be 12. Next, we are going to find the area of a sector. The area of a sector, the equation is theta divided by 360 times pi r squared. So we want to find the areas of the sector formed by angle UTV. So we have two sectors here. We have the blue sector as well as the red sector. So we are going to want to find the area of both of them. So let's start with the red sector. So I'll kind of outline this in red. So I have our equation up here. That is the equation we're going to use to solve and to find the area. So theta is going to be that 70 degree. So 70 divided by 360 times pi r. Our radius here is 8. So I'm going to take 8 and I'm going to square it. I can just plug this entire thing right into my calculator. Don't forget to put parentheses around that to get the correct answer. So everyone should be trying this right now in their calculator, and you should get 39.10 approximately. Let's try the same thing now for the blue sector. So this is now what we are looking at. Well, I need to figure out what my theta is for my blue sector. Well, we know that a circle is 360 degrees. If the red sector was 70 degrees, to find the theta measure of the blue sector, I'm just going to subtract 360 270 together. And when I do so, I get 290. So this measurement is 290 degrees. So now I'm going to find the area of the blue sector. So my theta is 290. I'm going to divide that by 360 times 2 pi. Then I'm going to take my radius, which once again is 8, and I'm going to square that, plug that all into my calculator, and I get approximately 161.97. In the next problem here, there's 3 things we want to find. First, we're going to find the area of circle D. So remember, area is equal to pi r squared. Well, if we look at the picture, we see that the radius is 14. So pi times 14, I'm going to square that, and I get 615.75. I then want to find the area of the red sector. So if I look at the picture, there's the red sector. I see that my theta is 120 degrees. So using our equation up here, I know that 120 divided by 360 times pi, my radius is 14. And I'm going to square that. Don't forget parentheses when you plug this into your calculator, and you should get 205.25 for your answer. Next, let's look at the blue sector. So once again, I'm going to have to figure out what is my theta of this blue sector. So 360 divided by 120. That ends up being 240. So 240 divided by 360 times pi 14 is my radius. I'm going to square that. Don't forget my parentheses. Plug this all in your calculator, and you get approximately 410.5. For the next problem, I know the area of my sector, but I want to figure out what is the area of the entire circle V. So area of a sector is equal to theta over 360 times the area of circle V. So this is what we are going to want to solve for. Well, we know that the area of a sector is 35. So 35 is equal to, instead of theta, I know that my theta is really 40. Divide that by 360 times area of circle V. Once again, this is just a number. This number is being multiplied by the area of circle V. So to get rid of what I have outlined in blue, to get rid of multiplication, I just have to use division. So 35 divided by the entire quantity, 40 divided by 360, is going to give us the area of circle V. And when I plug that into the calculator, I get 315 is equal to the area of circle V. That is my answer. For the last problem here, I want to find the area of this figure. Now, if you look at this figure closely, you'll see that I have a right triangle here, as well as a semicircle, half of a circle. So let's start with finding the area of the triangle. Area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. If I look at my triangle, I see that my base and height are both the same. They are 7. So 1/2 times 7 times 7. I can plug that in my calculator, and I end up getting 24.5. So I'm going to highlight that. Next, I need to find the area of the semicircle, which is going to be 1/2 times the area of a full circle, pi r squared. Well, 1/2 times pi. I need to figure out what the radius is. If I look at my circle, what I'm highlighting right now is actually the diameter, which is 7. So to find the radius, it's just radius is equal to diameter divided by 2. So 7 divided by 2 would be 3.5. Still got to square that. So if I plug that into my calculator, I get 19.24. But remember, I wanted the total area. So to find the total area of the figure, I need to add up my two separate areas. So total is then going to be 24.5 plus 19.24. So that is equal to 43.74. I do see that I have meters, so I can actually write meters squared for my final answer. And that's it.